If you or anyone you know, love, or care about lives near Texas A&M University, please listen to this. It may be nothing. At the end of the day, I might learn what this was, and it may be absolutely nothing. But I went into this gas station. My spidey senses were going off. The energy was really weird, and the way that the people reacted inside of the gas station was not normal, and I just feel like something's up and just wanted to bring awareness to it just in case I'm right. I may be completely wrong, and you guys may be like, Heather, are you stupid? This is totally normal. I don't know. So I do have the address of the Exxon that this occurred at. Again, it was in College Station near A&M University in that town. But I was working and I had to use the restroom, so I went to the closest gas station. I left my car running with my phone in it, and because I can lock my car from the outside. So I go inside. I'm just like going to like run into the bathroom and pop right back out. I go in, I open the door, and it's one of those doors that like slowly closes so it doesn't slam. And I hear something like electric, you know, like door locks that automatically like close the keypads. That sound is like the sound that it makes when it's locked. I hear that, and I'm like, what was that? So I look up, and I thank God I saw it right in time, because right before it shut, I stopped the door because there was a contraption, a big square rectangular contraption at the top left-hand tippy top of the door on the outside of the door that locks you in to the bathroom. And so I was like, that's weird. And I stood there for a minute and I was like thinking about it, like what I wanted to do. And my gut just was feeling weird. So I ran outside, thankfully. My coworker was getting gas. So I grabbed one of the guys and I was like, hey, like come here. And I brought him in and I showed him, I'm like, look, like there's this thing up top that like locks you in the bathroom. And as I'm talking about it, I have the door open. I go to like, I show him, I twist it and I show him, and it like moves back, and I'm like, what the heck? And I look back over my shoulder, and the two men that worked at the gas station were staring at me, and they were like controlling, like what I would unlock it and they would relock it. And I was like, what is going on? So I'm showing him, I'm like, why is there a contraption on the women's restroom that like locks you in the bathroom? And they're just like, I'm like, what the heck? So anyways, I was telling him, I'm like, hey, like, can you please just stand outside this door and make sure that I don't get locked in this bathroom? There was no way out. It wasn't like something that went through the door where there was a knob on the other side. It was only on the outside. It locked you in, and if they locked you in there, you were not getting out. And I was like, what? Why would that need to be there? So I asked him to stand there, and I was like, hey, like, can you please make sure I get back out of this bathroom? So I come out, and I'm just really feeling weird. And again, I look over, and they're just like, so I'm like, what the heck? So I'm like, give me your phone, because mine was in the car. So I grab his phone, and I start recording, and I'm making a video, kind of like talking to the videos, and like, oh, look at this, like, you know. And they start like walking over, and I look over at the men's restroom. Guess what? Not there. There's not one on the men's restroom. It was only on the women's restroom. And then the workers, the two guys, start walking toward us, and they yelled at the guy that was with me, and they're like, no recording, no pictures or videos in this store. Like, it's a gas station. Like, why do you care if I take videos or photos in your store? Which just kind of validated and further made me feel really weird about the situation. So I don't know, maybe I'll post the videos and y'all will inform me that this is a contraption that is typical and it's no big deal. Cool. I'll just look like a fool. But I would rather, like, if it's not normal and something's not right, if someone sees this, because it's a college town, like there's tons of young, vulnerable girls there. So if something is up, if I'm right, just because the energy from those men, like something was not okay. And I'm just thinking, like, if a girl goes in there, you know, at 2 o'clock in the morning to use the bathroom, and maybe they've been drinking, like, why do you need to lock a woman in a bathroom? And why can you control it from where you're standing? Like, that's weird. I've never seen this before. I'm rambling, and I don't want to make the video too long, but please, I don't know how to post a video a previous video saved in my phone to a video like this because I don't really know how to use TikTok. But I'm going to post it, and I want to know y'all's thoughts. Like, tell me what you think it is. So I've never done a, like, part 1, but I guess we'll call this part 1. I'm going to have to post, like, a part 2 just so you can see what I'm actually talking about, the videos that I took while I was in the store. So just watch it and let me know what you think. Like, I don't know if I'm tripping and maybe making something out of nothing. I'm not trying to, like, you know. Anyway, thank you for listening. So I'm in this gas station, and I go to use the bathroom. I notice there's a lock on the outside, right? So when you close the door, it locks you in. From the outside. You have no way of getting out. And it's not on the men's. Tell me that's not fucking weird. That's weird. That's weird. On the men's. Only on the women's. Not on the men. Only on the women. They're trying to steal women. Trying to get them. Ooh!